and that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Both free throws good from Morris. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Adams, shots good.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now here's Bane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Now here's George. Jackson, right side. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Bane finds Morant. Back to Bane. Pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. Outside for Morant. The 3-ball. Unable to get that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And George launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 5.
When we talk about George's confidence, when you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
And it's Morant off the drive. Count it.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Leonard, left side. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Stolen by Jackson. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to George. Morris sets a screen to the middle. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Leonard passes to George. And stolen by Morant. The drive by Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I love the physicality behind Bane's drive, letting the defense know he isn't changing course.
Jackson against Morant. The kick out to Morris. Bane against George. Got a piece of it. Memphis trailing here. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now Now here's Zubats. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Leonard. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D. Just pushing his way to a shot.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jackson against Moran. Morris on the wing. Down low. Here's Zubats. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
George against Bain. Here's Moran. Pass to Adams. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. And the second quarter is on its way. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for Memphis, Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
The kick out to Morris. There's the drive. Jackson outside. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And he lobs it up to the rim. Leonard on the wing. And George with the jam.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, BA, he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
George's shot is off.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Morant. George with the block. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Zubats. Nails the baby hook. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Morant, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Morris down low. Adams covering. Here's George. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Bain, the pass to Adams. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit, but if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
George finds Leonard. Up top, Zubats. Jackson against Bain. Back to Zubac. Crafty move, and the layup is up and in. Zubac has gotten 4 this quarter.
The playmaking of Reggie. A work in progress, but looking good right there.
Spins. Bain into the lane. Here's Adams. Jackson left side. On the wing, Bain. Clock at 4. Over George. George with the block.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 36% so far in this game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. To halt the run. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the half. Leonard on the wing. From the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Jackson with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Zubac. Again, the Clippers score. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Adams. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Morris outside. Takes the 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ja Morant getting it done. What a move that time.
With the ball on the string, Ja Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Leonard left side. Who poked away. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Morant. And George with some nice D's.
I'm not sure what happened on that play.
Thanks very much, Allie. And
your Clippers, 28. The Grizzlies, 16.
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Outside, Green. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. There's something that has really brought this group together. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Batum is checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Wall in for Jackson.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
You see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Tillman. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw no good.
Shooting from Memphis, Xavier Tillman, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 59% in this one, a good average. Up top, Wall, defended by Jones. Nice move. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's got his first points in this one.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. On the wing, Jones. Fires for three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Oh, deflected. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Wall, the pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. Powell outside. 5 on the clock. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the basket by Tillman. Tillman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Wall against Jones. Fires it. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Powell outside. Outside Wall. Back to Powell. His man. From outside, off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. On the wing, Jones. Tries the spin move. There's a minute 17 left in the third.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Effort's been there. Check mark. The physicality. Check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Right side Wall. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing man. On the wing man. Out to Powell. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Powell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
You see why Powell is so valuable. Good athlete, good defender, and can really space the floor.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. They get it back. Here's Tillman. Here's Aldama. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Outside Wall. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 15.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Here's Morris. Shot clock at 6.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
to Morant. Adams with the ball. It's tipped. And they're able to recover. Goes back up. Jackson down low. He's working on Morris. And the dunk by Jackson.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Jackson outside. Back to George. And the jam by George.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And it's the Clippers on the break. George for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Now here's Brooks. Outside Bain. There's Jackson with the three. Buries it from three.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Jackson with it. George right side. Morris outside. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple. No luck on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Launches it. Bain against George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Paul George.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bain's game. It helps him get to the line.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Morris passes to Jackson. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Leonard. George outside. Pass to Zubats.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
George outside for 3. And again, the Clippers missing.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Jackson, pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Morant against Jackson. George outside. And the jam by George.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Bain. Driving to the basket. Up top, Brooks. Jackson, left side. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Morant finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George passes to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Leonard for 3. Knocked away. Now here's Bain. To the inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And for Jackson, it's about staying after it. This is what allows him to catch fire.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Clippers now. Leonard inside, guarded by Prince. Just 4 to shoot. A 3 from Morris. The Clippers keep it alive. Tries again, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now, here is Russell. Stolen by Zubac. Outside Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Here's Towns. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Morris against Towns. Now, here's George. He's tightly guarded. And the Clippers miss again. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Morris kicks to Jackson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here is George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Russell with it. Jackson on him. Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Morris passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. George against Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. With 1 on the clock. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Leonard inside. Guarded by Prince. Left side, George. Morris against Edwards. Morris passes to Zubats. That shot is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Edwards against Jackson. Takes it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top, up one. We'll get right back to the And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. George passes to Zubats. In-chance shot. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Kicks it out to Prince. Russell dishes to Prince. Passes it to Towns. They get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
The pass to Morris. Dishes it to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. No good on the three. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
This is his first free throw of the game. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Edwards kicks to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards inside, defended by George. Russell finds Towns on deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
Reggie Jackson has got the willingness to convert on the interior. Nice touch right there.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Edwards. He hits the back iron and sends the shot. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Jackson has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Jackson's got 5.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
Right side Towns. Outside Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
It's stolen by Edwards. Prince outside, left side, Towns. For three, Edwards. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Prince finds Towns. Edwards with it. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Pass to George. Inside. Back to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to Russell. Back to Gobert. For three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now Zubac. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's George. Misses from 6 feet away. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Rivers. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard position. Here's Rivers. Here's Reed. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
McDaniels kicks to Anderson. Pass to Rivers. Left Trey. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. Covington down low. Working on Anderson. Reed with the block. Shot clock at 6. Takes it out to Covington. Over Anderson. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 3. Noel passes to Reed. Ball against Rivers. Back to Reed. Passes to Noel. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Ball outside for Batum. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Rivers passes to Noel. He kicks to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 5. Stolen by McDaniels. Down low. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Powell kicks to Covington. Back to Powell. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. To the right side. Here's Wall. Here he goes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the quickness on the drive, it is what has defined John Wall's game. That is nicely done.
Over to the wing. McDaniels finds Anderson. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Count it. And the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mann. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Jackson against Russell. And the wide open shot for Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Russell kicks to Edwards. Towns down low. Covered by Morris. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Kicks to Powell. Baseline Jay on the way. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
And Edwards launches it from deep. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Timberwolves on top. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Clippers trail. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1, so that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And George kicks to Jackson. Outside for George. Over Edwards. And it's George missing. The Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent crew. Russell dishes to Towns. Vince outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Sinks the triple. Edwards got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Minnesota.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
George passes to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Timberwolves leading by 5. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Russell kicks to Towns. Prince, right side. Pass to Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And again, No good by the Clippers. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Outside for Jackson. Back to George. It's not going to go for him. Great tee that time from Edwards. Russell against George. For three, Edwards. He's off on that one. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
To the inside. Stolen by George.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A proven champion and a big-time performer who wants to be the guy at the line in these close games.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell passes to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubats. Edwards against Morris. Morris with a screen on time. Back to Morris to take the lead. The rebound by Prince. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Towns. Prince dishes to Edwards. From deep three-point range. It's held in by Zubats. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Leonard draws the double. For the three. Buries it from outside.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Edwards passes to Towns. Edwards inside. Defended by George. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, it's so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. The ruling on the floor is confirmed. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double checking and the game continues on.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys,
Thanks, David.
Loves delivering when the game is on the line. That is
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Yes!
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Outside Jackson. It's off.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Bane. Back to Morant. Now here's Bane. Pass to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson, pass to Bane. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Outside for Brooks. Here's Jackson. Back to Morant. With the clock winding down. And then Morant with the dunk.
The team first mindset of Jackson. Willing to give the ball to his open guys.
Russell up top. Pass to Towns. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Bane. It's a one-on-one situation. Morant with it. Russell covering. Bane against Edwards. Back to Bane. Good D by Gobert.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
To the wing on the left. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Comes up empty down low.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Down low. That's good from Towns on the assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Jackson outside. The open shot, Morant. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Russell. Edwards for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bane. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Inside. Here's Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Pass to Jackson. And here's Adams. Defended by Gobert. Outside Bane. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Over Bain. And Minnesota again with the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Adams. Up top, Jackson. Now here's Morant. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. 29 seconds left to play in the first. The shot by Russell, no good. On the wing, Bain, guarded by Edwards. Outside for Russell, beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks left side. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. We've got more. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Minnesota in the lead. Gobert up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's the Shooters League, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Pass to Morant. Bain, the pass to Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got 8 points.
It just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Russell from outside. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Now Bain. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Shot clock at 5. Morant finds Jackson with his first shot attempt.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And stolen by Edwards. Here we go. Russell, the pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Prince. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Russell against Moran. Here's Towns. No good from outside. And it's Moran off the drive. Adams with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. And it's Adams missing.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Russell. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And here's Russell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Jackson against Towns. Pass to Prince. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bain, the pass to Brooks. And it's all tied up.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Russell against Moran. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. getting in the passing lane.
Moran against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Here's Brent. Towns with the ball. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Brooks, the pass to Moran. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Here's Edwards. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the 3rd quarter here on 2K Sports. Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Tillman laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
A slam dunk by Reed.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Tillman. About a minute played here in the second half. The Timberwolves shooting just 42% so far in the game. Down low. Soft touch off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Rivers. And he banks in the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Jones with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Tillman. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Reed. Here's Rivers. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Rivers has gotten his second bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Back to Conchar. Green up top. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now a 7-point Grizzly lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Rivers. Yep, that one's good. Rivers has got 6.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
Pass to Conchar. Got a piece of it. Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. That free throw, no good. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
On the wing, Conchar. Here's Aldama. Uses the glass on the layup.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Rivers. Kicks it out to Anderson. Outside McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Anderson. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out, and Memphis taking it the other way now. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Here's Tillman. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Rivers. Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Green. The 3 hits the 3-pointer. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Minnesota calls timeout. Now here's Anderson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Right side, McDaniels. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12. They just can't miss right now. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, the there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And Morant gets double-teamed. Three-pointer, Brooks. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaren Jackson.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind. You are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Allie, thank you.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Morant finds Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Back to Brooks. Outside Bane. Brooks with it. Prince is there. Bane. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And Memphis calls timeout. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Outside Bane. There's a screen. Pass to Jackson. Now Gobert. And there's the drive. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
Good on the second one. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant against Russell. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Bane. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Just 2 to shoot.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line,
Free throw drops for Bane.
2 shots.
And Bane drops them both.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Outside Russell. Inside. Gobert passes to Edwards. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
A good look from Bane. The wide open shot is on the money. Bane's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Bane. Here's Morant. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Now Towns. 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. Russell against Moran. Pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing. Bain against Edwards. Here's Adams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Adams has got his first basket.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. Chalk up two there.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Desmond Bain.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Morant, no good. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson.
Earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. It's an NBA afternoon game. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Bain kicks to Morant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Jackson passes to George. No good. Shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Fires the 3. Stolen by Jackson. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Morant with the steal. And Memphis with another turnover here. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Brooks grabs the ball.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Jackson against Leonard. Now Bain. Here's Adams. Tipped away.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
There's Jackson with the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Pass to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. They get the rebound. Zubac, that's good.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Morris into the lane. Outside, George. Morris outside. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. George passes to Morris. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and that one's good. George.
The poise right there from Paul George, that's just a veteran that has no panic in his game.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion, the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. Over Bain. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard. George has got 6.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG can score on the inside.
Back to Bain. Takes a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The shot by George. Wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
The Clippers trail. George looking around, driving to the basket. Here's Zubats. Takes it out to Leonard. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 1.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Back to Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Jackson passes to Morris. Jackson against George. Stolen by Jackson. Left side, Bain. Grant. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Zubats the pass to Morris. That 3 off the mark. Memphis trailing here. Brooks with it. Leonard picks him up. Jackson misses. The Clippers shooting 43% from the field. Outside Leonard. Morris against Brooks. Here's Jackson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Brooks the pass to Adams. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, Morris. To the middle, here's Zubats. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And a wide open look for Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Morris, no good. The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Inside, Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
There's the steal, and it's Memphis on the break. Here's Bain. Good and nice assist from Morant. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Back to Bain. That's the free fly. Good on the triple. Bain's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, George. Out to Morris. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Jackson down low. Defended by George. Second shot opportunity. Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Leonard. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Memphis.
Morant against Jackson. And there's the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Brooks, the pass to Morant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard looking around. The feed to Morris. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Fine, thank you, David. 15. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Green finds Jones. Here's Tillman. How's that for an answer? Back with the dunk.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Wall wide open. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 5.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Powell with it. Jones covering. And the dunk by Powell.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got his first bucket in this one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Wall. Batum wide open. He fires. And that one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Down low. Here's Tillman. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Covington dishes the Wall. And the layup is good. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Passes it to Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Aldama passes to Concho. Shot clock at 2. Tillman's shot is off. Clippers trail by 5. Wall dishes to Covington. Good work there as it goes.
Covington will hit threes. He'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
It's Jones on the wing. Driving the lane. There's the pass to Tillman.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
That one drops for him. Tillman's got 6 here in this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Wall against Jones. It's good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. And here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They kick it out to Green. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Tillman. Batum grabs the miss. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Covington, it gets underappreciated, but guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. That's a lot of complimentary stuff.
Pass to man. And here is Powell. For the tie, kicks it to Batum. No one near him. And the jumper falls for him. Batum's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
Williams passes to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
Hey, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Williams against Covington. Outside for Batum for the lead. A shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Jones, the pass to Concho. Outside Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
For Memphis, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the free throw, no good. Batum with the ball. Another shot.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
The third quarter comes to a close. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson kicks to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Bain against Jackson. Morant dishes to Adams. Outside, Bain. Jackson with it. He's against Morris. Shot clock at 3. Crosses over. Rips it home after the terrific move.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's George. Out to Morris. Passes it to Zubats. A second chance effort, and the layup is good.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Bain passes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Feeds to Adams. Banked in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson misses. For Memphis, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Morant against Jackson. Morant passes to Adams. Leonard with the steal. Brooks against George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubats the pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Goes straight to the defender for the Ducks. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Hard to shake Reggie Jackson when he's focused on scoring the ball. Awesome job staying in control through the contact.
Memphis leading. Bain looking around. He dishes it to Morant. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here is George. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. He moves. He's again. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
No good. The Clippers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Leonard with no one around. And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Jackson against Morris. Outside for George. To the middle. Here's Zubats. And that one drops for him. Zubats has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And it's sent back by Morris. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Nails the tray.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Morant against Jackson, and it's Morant missing. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Bain. Got it. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's George. Good.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Morant against Jackson. Yes!
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Outside, George. timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
It all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass.
All right, David, thank you.
Tremendous, Allie. Thank you. So the Clippers win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Basket counts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. This one for three. Knocks down the triple.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
Here's George. Jackson outside. Morris on the wing. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Leonard outside. Second shot opportunity. Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by the Clippers. The kick out to Edwards. Launches a three, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
Leonard right side. Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubats. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Zubats.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Off the mark there with a three.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Jackson pass to Leonard. Morris outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that late.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, what a hammer! Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Jackson. Here's George. Oh, good D by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Here's George. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Drops in the layup for 2.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
Russell. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Gobert, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Morris finds Jackson. The kick out to Morris. 3-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Russell. To Prince. From the arc. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Here's George, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The officials were right on top of that.
but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. Let's take a quick break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
So on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. George defending. Zubac with the steal. In transition. Kicks it to George. Towns with a rebound. Oh, George with a steal. Down low. Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Pass to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Morris with it. Towns covering. And George with the jam.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. No good with the triple for Los Angeles. They've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. The 3, George. They get it back. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. And it's powered home by Towns.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. Five to shoot. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Edwards. Towns against Leonard. Fader on the way. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers in the lead. George finds Morris. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Morris has got his third bucket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Nice move. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Zubats with it. Back to George. Zubats with a screen on Edwards. George passes to Zubats. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
And Minnesota calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Outside Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 5 points.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Up top, George. Guarded. Power is home. Oh, wow.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
To the paint. Morris passes to George. Russell with the rebound. Outside Edwards. It'll count.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George has been sensational.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Reid can't hit. Now the Clippers with it. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Inside. From 13. Misses off the right iron.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
To the middle. Out to Covington. There it is for him. Covington's got his first points of the night.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Reid. Here's Rivers. Here's Noel. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The drive-by man, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he can't hit the second. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's reaching the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. McDaniels inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Right side wall. Powell outside. Fires the three. Drops in the three. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
Here's Rivers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Norman Powell.
You know, a smart, savvy, talented vet like Austin Rivers is a real get for any team. I mean, he knows how to make the most of his minutes. He accepts and understands his role, and he really just focuses on delivering for his team.
Pass to man. Back to Wall. Let's go with a three. Rebound Minnesota. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Rivers. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Where do you think Austin Rivers developed that selflessness, Clark?
Well, I think it starts with the DNA. I mean, his dad, Doc Rivers, was a selfless, outstanding player and one of the outstanding coaches in the game today, so that's part of it. But he's also had experience playing on different teams, sitting on different benches. I think you get to realize what your strengths and weaknesses are and how you can add value to a team.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Wall gets a lot of defensive attention inside, but his experience and skill along with his athleticism allow him to find a way to get it up and down.
Here's Noel. Powell covers.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Ball for three. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. McDaniels inside, covered by Covington. McDaniels can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside Covington. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Batum. No good that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Reed passes to McDaniels. Kicks it out to Anderson. It's McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Covington. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Woo! BA, that's lit. Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pass to Reed. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers in the lead. On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. George with a steal. Zubac with it. Russell covering. Leonard for 3. Drills it from deep. And the Clippers lead by 7. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Back to Zubac. And stolen by Edwards. Crosses over, and it's Towns with the power finish.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Morris passes to Zubac. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's Russell. Inside. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be uneven to Zubac.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, one-on-one. Zubac with the steal. George outside. Over Edwards. Nice shot by George.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Brent from behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Russell against Jackson. Morris outside. It's George on the wing. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Zubac with the steal. Ooh, Gobert with the steal. Here's Towns. Second chance effort. The Clippers grab the miss. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morris. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. George against Edwards. Here's Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Yeah, there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jackson pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Prince from downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Leonard against Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson for 3. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Prince. Money.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Morris. George left side. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. To the right side. Gobert inside. Zubac there. Looking to get back on track. Stolen by Jackson. So So the Clippers win it. And they hard alley, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
David, thank you. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center. And for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Out to Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And he can't hit the second.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Count that bucket.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide-open man.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. Out to Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Prince. And it's Morant with the rebound. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Oh, here's Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Bain passes to Brooks. Back to Bain. Jackson has the open look. Oh, good with the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. He worked hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Gobert finds Prince. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Russell. Prince dishes to Towns. 5 to shoot. Over Morant.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
at about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
The first free throw is good. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now here's Adams outside for Jackson. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Russell against Morant. The drive by Russell. Edwards passes to Prince. Payne against Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Releases and play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Jackson kicks to Bane. And that one is hammered home.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's Towns penetrating. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with it. Jackson with the screen. Morant finds Jackson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. .104 left in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Out to the right wing. Russell passes to Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Jackson, nice move. And it's good on the way up. Jackson's got 5 now.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Time to see some awesome dance moves, fans. It's time for the...
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Give it up for your first
Morant against Russell. Passes it to Gobert. And they get it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot to stop the run. Towns for 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Bane passes to Jackson. Back to Bane. Feeds it to Jackson. With 1 on the clock. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And another thing, Coach will be real good. The assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant, a reliable finisher.
Out to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And the Timberwolves call time. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Prince. Russell against Morant. Fade away. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow!
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Prince finds Towns. Takes it inside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Morant outside. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Prince misses. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Edwards. Gobert in the corner. Towns down low. Headed by Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Bain with it. Now defended by Gobert. Puts it up from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Here's Morant after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Russell. Towns down low. Jackson on him. And Towns throws it down.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Out to Morant. Outside Jackson. Fires from deep. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Not only is Jaren a viable option from 3, he's a primary threat from there. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Now here's Edwards. On the pass to Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Russell. Prince, the pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Takes it off the glass. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And so is the Memphis Grizzlies.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies!
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Tyus Jones, and it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Anderson. A 3 ball. Kept alive, Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Well, it was only a matter of time, and they finally hit the button. Reed's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Timberwolves. Jones looking for an opening. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Aldama. Back to Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 6. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Anderson. He kicks to McDaniels. Back to Anderson. McDaniels in the post. Headed by Green. And that one is good.
It's his first attempt of the half. Not what you call suffocating D on that possession.
So timeout call here. First for Memphis.
3 t-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one. All right, fans. Let me hear you give it up.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Jones finds Green. Here's Aldama. Here's Conchar. And Memphis with another turnover here. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Down low. Rivers passes to McDaniels. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen. Now here's Green. Tight defense on him. Kicks it to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldama. And rejection by McDaniel. over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Rivers kicks to McDaniel. Crafty move. Back to Rivers. 6 to shoot. The pass to Reed. Outside, Green. And rejection by McDaniel. Pass to Noel. And he puts in the layup off the glass.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Morant scanning the floor. Outside Jackson. To stop the drought. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bain. Kicks it out to Prince. It's good from long range. Prince has got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Edwards. Trade D that time from Bain. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Prince against Brooks. Outside Jackson. Back to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Passes to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
And they'll get another chance. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
jump ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Memphis out in front, leading by. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Answering back with a 3 of his own, Jackson has a calmness to his game, but he's a competitor.
And finished off by Gobert.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
Bain kicks to Morant. At the elbow, Adams. Shot clock at 4, and Adams with the slam.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Pass to Russell. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant against Russell. On the wing, Bain. Outside for Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
One shot.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. It's Edwards on the wing. Timberwolves have got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Quick eyes there from Towns. Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Morant against Russell. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Desmond Bain is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Okay, David, thanks. Prince with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 5. Over in the corner, Edward. Gobert, the pass to Russell. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this team.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Bain against Edwards. And Adams sends it back. Now here's Morant. He started closely. Good on the shot.
Creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Adams finds Morant. Back to Adams. And there's the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And slam dunk right. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original person.
The previous play is under
And sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul, 14 fouls.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
The shooting of Desmond Bain is special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game. Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense